This is Marcel from Auto Revolution, and this is his LS Turbo C10 Shortbed. He brought it to us at AEM so we could install one of our CD displays into it. Right now, we're bringing you into the driver's seat so we can show you exactly how we did it.
Good times.
So we just took everything out of the box. This is the AEM CD-7 LG flat dash. This one has the logging and GPS capabilities. That one comes with a GPS antenna, a logging remote USB cable, the main harness with both CAN 1 and CAN 2, and then we added the optional button kit. Since this is going in a Holley Dominator, this harness allows us to connect to the Holley CAN connector direct to the AEM CAN 2 connector. On the back we have a 12-pin DTM connector right here. We have our GPS antenna connector here and our USB interface cable right here. What you want to do is make sure that you have the GPS connector screwed in. Connect our 12-pin DTM connector right to the back. This is the CAN 2 connector, so that is a 2-pin DTM, and we'll connect it to the CAN 2 connector on the AEM Holley harness. This side right here contains our 12 volts, so that'll get connected to a 12 volt connection in the vehicle. And then this right here is the CAN connector that goes directly onto the Holley harness for a simple plug and play installation. Then we will also install our lock-in remote mount USB cable, just like so. So we're gonna get this in the car. Okay, so in this vehicle right here, the fuse box is located with all the main battery terminal connections, easy to access for maintenance. What they've done is added a 4-pin DTM connector with 12 volts and ground already wired in. So we will plug that right into the AEM harness with the 4-pin DTM connection, just like so. Next we'll re-plug in the AEM's Holley plug-and-play harness, just like so with the 2-pin. Then we'll run this end down over to the harness where the Holley connection is. And the rest of this harness will start routing behind the dash so that it can come out in front of the driver. Okay, so we just snaked down the AEM plug-and-play harness for the Holley Dominator, and we located the Holley CAN connector on the Holley harness. All we have to do here is plug them in. So this is the AEM CD-7 harness right here. We've already connected this one to power and to the Holley ECU with the AEM Holley plug-and-play harness. So this will locate on the back of the dash, but first we need to figure out a quick mounting solution. We have this panel right here, which came from our friends over at Classic Dash, which locates the C7F ECU very nicely. And at this point right here, I'll also be adding the GPS antenna as well as the USB logging cable. So we have right here our USB lock-in cable, so we can have USB access without having to reach around. And then we also have the GPS antenna. This will give us vehicle speed as well as longitude, latitude, altitude data, which is great for track mapping, as well as the predictive lap timing features that are inside this dash. That's in, that's in, that's in. Before I mount the dash in place, I'm also going to locate our remote buttons and our remote USB to this panel right here. So I'm going to route those over here. I'm going to use the magnetic mount on the GPS antenna to set that in place. So we can locate that guy right there. All that we have to do next is plug this harness into this, just like so. Boom. Okay, so I just finished making this setup for Marcel in our DashDesign 2 software. Connect my USB cable to the lock-in USB cable in the car. Power on the dash. F7 to upload. And on the dash we can see that the transfer progress is dialing up. Everything's working.
Okay, so what I like about this thing so far is that obviously it sits in here perfectly. Looks great in the dash. It's bright. I can see it in daylight. Everything you need to know is just right in this little small configuration here. I know my water temp, my AFR, boost, oil pressure, obviously RPM, and mile an hour. So that's kind of everything that you need to know at a glance, but this thing does way more than that. So we're gonna learn more about that right now because honestly, I don't know a thing about it.
Right here, powered on, boot screen, splash screen comes on, and then we have the configured pages right here. All of these pages are available in the AEM DashDesign software, and I imported them using the import screen feature, and then I set each channel. So on the first screen, we have RPM, water temp, boost, AFR, and oil pressure. Second screen, we have mile per hour, RPM, gear, coolant temp, oil pressure, AFR, boost, odometer. And pretty much same on the next page, different style, all the same channels. And then on the last screen here, the fourth one, we have a basic overview showing all of the sensor data on the car that we're getting from the Holley Dominator ECU. This is a good diagnostics page to look at to make sure everything's okay. Circle back to the beginning. This is the screen it boots on.
So there you have it, a simple plug-and-play connection from a Holley Dominator to an AEM CD-7 dash. Visit aemelectronics.com for more info and to buy what you need to see everything.